Hello, Storius. Why do we tell stories? What makes a story at all? Is a story something that has to be fiction? Can it be nonfiction? I believe a story is told with a purpose. I believe that when we tell stories in order to enrich others, to change lives, to impact those that we may never meet in person, but have the power to reach in another way. That is what defines a story. A story, in my own terms, is something that is meant to impact, to change. I believe if you read something, if you hear something, if a tale is told around a campfire so that others can be bettered through it, can learn a lesson, can avoid a mistake. From ancient Greek orators telling their tales of epic heroism and tragedy to modern cinemas, people have been going to tell stories and to hear stories for centuries. I would say since the birth of man. Cave paintings even tell us that people have told stories. There are those who have to write it, and there are those who they're written for. Regardless of whichever you identify with, be it the filmmaker or the viewer, the writer or the reader, I believe that understanding story and storytelling can make every story better. In the end of the day, what makes a good story is that it meets its goals. What was it trying to say? Was it trying to entertain? Was it trying to make you laugh, make you cry, feel rage? But a great story leaves you changed. Whether you realize it or not, a great story can't be ignored. It leaves something in the back of your mind, in your soul, where a day later, a week later, you think back. Or you have something happen that makes you go, this was kind of like that story. Do I do what he did? Do I make a different choice? Was his the right choice? Is mine the right choice? That is what makes a great story. And how do we tell great stories? And does it matter that we always tell great stories? No. I don't believe so. I believe there's a great place for good stories. I think there's a place to be entertained, that not every story has to be moving, but that every story should move. And if you can tell an entertaining story but leave your audience with anything, I think you've achieved something. And in the end, I believe that's what storytelling is. I think it's a way for people to leave others touched, to leave them changed, to embark on a quest with others that you'll never meet, but you'll identify with. Have you ever read a book or seen a movie and then met a stranger or a new acquaintance that's done the same, and you can easily jump in with, what'd you think of that? Or, can you believe when this happened? What did you feel like when they showed this? And that's what good storytelling is. It's a universal bridge. It bridges all of mankind, I believe. Although backgrounds can be different, the way stories are even interpreted from backgrounds can vary wildly. In the end of the day, storytelling is for us. In my next video, I'm going to touch on character introductions, what makes an audience identify with a character quickly, and I will be using some examples from some hot movies that just released this summer. So if this is something you're liking so far, feel free to subscribe, click the like button, and I will see you on the next page.